You know, you guys are the ones who keep me up to date on current affairs.
Eh? Oh, so you want to know me what I've been up to? So I watch Kamtupe.
Yay!
Yes. And I love it so much. Oh my God. I've not cried. In case you're wondering, Kamtupe is a movie that Joyce is in. It was produced by King Kaka.
Nice.
It's Kaka Empire.
Yeah.
And it's like Nairobi Half-Life on steroids.
Yeah. With music.
With music,
Yeah.
bruv.
Where can we watch
Kidogo,
it?
kidogo, iko.
Hey.
You know my favorite song in that?
You're not my real friend. This is my real friend.
But
Napenda. You keep quiet.
I
faster.
promoted it on my social
Kama
media.
hujui kitu yote sinyamaze nikwambie.
Sawa.
Watu wenye hawajawatch ndio wanaongea. Hawajawatch.
Okay.
So my favorite song. Okay, the whole thing is dope first.
Yeah.
I have 3 points. First, Joyce is such a great actress. She's good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
.com.
Thank
I
you.
watched most of her stuff. So when I una watch to
Again, real friends.
Thank you. So today it's for Anika Inyo. Then so Joyce, you are really good.
Thank you.
The script was really dope. It was well produced. The amount of Sheng I learned there. Let me tell you, I even wrote the notes down for you. Tell me, Carrie, what this means, right? Where's my phone? No, the other phone.
Let me tell you, there are things I was not even understanding. Honestly,
If that movie didn't have subtitles, I
Bro.
wouldn't have gotten it. Honestly,
What? It's like
Sis
deep
Shembeteng.
deep.
Shembeteng. Sis
I only know
Shembeteng these days.
Lombotov. Like that's
That's
the
now Shembeteng. But
Lombotov.
the Matusis.
Ati unajua nini?
Ay.
Ulienda Keradhi kuminya nini?
What the hell is
Hatutakuelewa
that?
hapo, ma'am.
Umenitusi.
Umesema?
Nimeenda kuraji
Abu weka
kuminya.
subtitles.
Ulienda Keradhi kuminya?
Warazu wamebuya.
Oh my God.
This was a line in your movie.
You see what I mean?
I even wrote it down.
You see what I mean? Like like the Sheng there was something
Kwanza
else.
your man's was the guy. Like he made me cry. I love it. I totally
My
enjoyed
man's
watching
and
it.
we call him Vincente, the guy what the Godpapa had.
Oh my God.
Hey, bro,
When
some
he
of the
died.
Sheng he was talking, I was just like,
Bruv, and then when he died,
Aki guy.
I was over here. He was so real. I gotta
so
say,
real.
he's acting. Him
It's so
and,
fantastic.
And your husband and you.
Yeah,
oh my
the
God.
baby daddy.
The three of you.
Thank
for
you.
me, you're the best actors.
Aww.
That guy when he was dying over there in the court,
Man.
I felt it. I was like, this guy can't tell me he's not Amgondi in his in his heart.
In his
Usually,
life.
Yeah.
he's like, Mr. Goni. Hey, I'm like, bruv, you have to watch this movie. It's on YouTube.
No,
I'll
but I
definitely
think he
check it out.
actually told us he used to be Amgondi before he got
knew
into
it.
Usani.
I knew it.
Vincente, I hope I'm remembering this story correctly. He told us before he got into Usani and acting, I think he told us he used to be Amgondi.
Kwanza when he's over there, cheki unatuharibia nini wazee? Unatuharibia nini we? And then your guy would be telling him,
Yeah.
kwa nini dem nini? Oh, ni dem nini uko na woga we ni dem nini? Bruh. You have to watch this movie, man.
You have to watch it. Nah, it was
so that's how I've
fantastic.
been. I've been watching you.
Thank
and
you.
I loved it. I watched it twice.
Thank
Have you ever found yourself like picking up your character even after the shoot, after the movie? Like let's say you were acting as a different
like
babe
a certain.
and then-
Sometimes, like not at fully, because me, I'm those people. My method of acting is I leave it there. I don't carry it home. I'm not like method actor. I leave it there. But because like you've been working on it for like a bit, sometimes you find yourself saying or doing something. You're like, hey, that was so Mora.
Nice.
You know Mora.
Yeah,
you don't know Mora.
Mora
That
is
was
her
the name.
character. She was a Kisi.
Mora.
How did it feel to be a Kisi? How did it feel to be a Kisi?
Because it felt.
Ulikuwa na hasira?
Sikuwa na. Bebe nilikuwa na hasira. I was mad at my baby daddy the whole time.
No, hiyo ni Meru. Okay.
Guess what I'm saying in my head, Sai?
What? No, nimesema hiyo ni Meru.
Why you looking at it like that?
This is a stereotype. We're talking on an international show hapo unaleta ufala za ukisi.
First of all, okay, first let's finish about Kamtupe, but I have something to ask you about Kisi, man.
Hey, see now. Uh-huh.
Yeah, but yeah, sometimes you'll find yourself saying or doing something, and like some things have been more long term in terms of like I never used to be like this, like girly at nails, doing nini. I did a telenovela called Selena, and they used to dress me up and like I'd do my makeup, and I was like, oh my god, I like this.
Yeah.
So ever since then, I've always been a babe for doing my nails and like pedicures and feminine. I never used to be any of those things. So sometimes you can pick something long term, but some things, if they're not necessary, you leave them on.
Would you
set.
do a sex scene?
Hey?
'Cause
We were actually talking
you
about
know,
that the other day.
You gotta call us on set. We are gonna be your motivation.
Why? Why would I call you on
I will
set?
help you because I don't want some random guy to be like oiling you. I know how actors get uncomfortable.
So you want someone
you're
uncomfortable
You're
with?
back. I'll just be over here. Just all right, cool. Action.
I mean, I would do a suggestive sex scene, not like full
What
on.
suggestive?
Like,
What's suggestive?
I'm not gonna show my titties and my butt. But you know, I'll
Just show us some TikTok.
And Instagram. Yeah,
For free.
Yeah.
I mean, like my nipples, okay, like
yeah, because
boobies
we
out.
said the boob without a nipple
Yeah,
is not a boob.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't think I'd do like full on like at showing you my. But people use doubles.
What if-
Let me
what
tell you,
if-
even in Hollywood, and you think you're seeing at Chris Hemsworth's butt, that's a double.
What if the
I'm
money?
dead serious.
What if the money is insane? Like
Then they have money for a double. You think you're seeing Chris Hemsworth's butt?
Are
You're
you
not.
saying that's just some random ass?
Yeah, thinking it's Chris Hemsworth. Yeah.
My eyes, I need to rub this thing out.
you've not seen the clip of was it Bad Boys where Will Smith is driving his I think it was an Aston Martin,
Yeah.
was it? No, it was a Porsche.
Yeah.
And then he did some stunt where like it's a U-turn Need for Speed type of thing. And then back in the day when we were watching it on VHS tapes,
Yeah.
like you can't really see. But
Yeah.
now when they remastered it like into Blu-ray and HD,
Clearer.
like the clip is clearer. When the car turns, it's a white guy driving. I swear.
Yo, because
They're
at
like,
that
we
time,
don't have a black star
at that
double.
time,
We take
there
what
were
we
no
have.
black star
Yeah.
doubles, you know, for
Yeah.
driving motives.
Yeah.
Like Lewis Hamilton hakuwa amezaliwa bado.
You know?
Right? Yeah, so hello.
Yeah,
You won't
they usually use doubles. I'm not gonna show you my
Girl.
titties.
Like for money.
I'm not
Imagine
gonna show you.
Hollywood like $10 million.
I ain't showing you my titties.
As in
Okay, the
you're
amount of
saying-
times I've said that, I
You're
need to
saying
stop.
Idris Elba because I'm thinking of like the nearest person to do a Hollywood movie in Africa, right? Because I know he's invested in his companies in Nigeria,
Yeah.
right? He's doing some stuff. Idris Elba says, "Hey, okay, because you know you're like one of our top actresses, right? So I want someone who's from East Africa.
Yeah.
So I have this role. You're a sex worker, and we have this like you're going to do 6 scenes, right? And your cash is here. Is your check $1 million? Oh, you need to get a stunt double. My titties in 1 million."
No,
Hey,
but even
would
then,
you like to see my
even
X-ray?
then they use double. So if I
See the X-ray.
I swear.
no, even then they use double. So
After
asking for a
ultrasound,
double is not
Nico
unheard of.
Yani, when I was watching Chloe Bailey and what's his name, Damson Idris, like that movie,
Yo!
that's a double.
No,
Wait,
that's not a double. What they usually do is, I'm usually so curious about like these sex scenes, right? So there's a thing.
Yeah, there's a
they
thing you were
put,
clapping.
Man,
guys
because they were
put, yeah,
clapping, yani.
yeah.
Which
You've
movie is
not
this?
seen it?
Which movie is this?
It's a
What's
series.
it's a series. What's it called? But I know the
yeah.
scene you're talking about.
And it's like episode 1. It starts.
Yeah.
That's the first scene
That's
you
the
see Chloe
opening
Bailey
scene.
and Damson Idris.
Bro, like we can't show it on YouTube. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Just go look for it. We'll try and find the name of
They
the
did
movie.
what?
They were clapping.
Yeah, he was clapping cheeks. So what they usually do is, because I'm so curious about these things. So he covers his thing. There's I don't know what
Unaiweka kwa ni kuna ngodha ya nini ya stunt.
is something like that, right?
Wow,
and
like-
then they put like
So
you
it's
know
like
this
a jock strap.
Yeah, but now
exactly
with nothing.
because it's like a thong. Like it goes up his butt and then it covers. Guys, I'm
Imagine
educating you on film.
wearing all of that. on the
Yeah,
end.
so like he's literally
so that
wearing
you
a
can
thong.
see his bum,
Yes, but
and then you'd be like,
in
yeah,
front
he's
he's
giving.
covered. Yeah. And then they put like these really squishy balls, they put it in between him and like Chloe,
Wow.
so that when he's doing the thrusting motion, it's actually bouncing. So it looks like he's smashing. Yeah.
Okay,
You
so
learn
now-
something new every day.
May I have
Wow.
a question?
Yeah.
Teacher?
Yeah.
If it walks like a duck and it shags like a duck, right? Even if they're not shagging, who cares?
Yeah, exactly.
According to us, we know they have.
Exactly.
So is it that they don't want to do it for diseases? Because you know, Damson Idris says that.
Bro, you can't go out here
It's
just
the
have-
other Idris. I don't know. I mean, damn, son.
No, it's for professional
done it.
reasons. No, it's for professional reasons. You can't be out here just showing your shlong to everyone just because you have a sex scene. You
But
know?
we already
But-
know.
yeah.
We already know
Yeah.
you did it. We know you did it.
Yeah, you guys do. The audience does, but us as the
keeping his-
actors,
But-
we need to keep like a
Right,
level
he's
of
keeping his member
professionalism.
private.
Yeah, can you imagine seeing your co-stars schlong and then you have to work with
My
him for
guy,
like 6
me
months?
I'm in radio. If I saw my co-star schlong,
It will be awkward, right? You see? So
I mean, it's not my co-host, but I'm just saying,
you know, so you see what I mean?
I know they say hold my mic, but not bruh.
So it's for professional reasons. It's not at because at the end of the day, they're not porn stars. So
in UK movies, I mean, they show a lot of
There's
ass.
so much hairy ass, man.
That is real.
It could be even a show about like, okay, kids, we have to learn the alphabet. And then
you just watch any series movie from the UK, like they'll definitely show us.
Yeah, but that's
and
what I mean.
Bare
So
on
it's
the
not,
screen for like a second, and then
it has
just
to be
move
hairy.
there.
I don't know
why?
No, what I'm trying to say is it's not everyone who asks for a double. Like this guy for Sex Life, he confirmed that the junk that you saw was his. Like he actually showed his.
Also, guys, why do you call your stuff junk?
Because it's in the trunk.
Because they're trash.
Skiza. No, which trunk? It's your underwear. As much as we want to say like men are not trash, alafu unajita junk. Sa unasema my junk. Hapo unafaa kuita my warrior. My spear. Right? Yeah, because you're going to war. You're going to battle. Right? But now if you call it your junk, I'm just like, in my mind, I just think some round thing. Just
because it's junk.
I don't know. I'm just like, I'm not impressed. Like, yo, he's junk, he's carrying heavy junk. I'm just like, does he have a garbage collection, guy? Like, why would you call it junk though?
It's because it's in the trunk.
No, it's because Americans call it junk.
Oh,
yeah. Hii kitu mnafaa kuita mjules.
Mjule bangs.
Yeah?
Ama rungu.
Oh my God.
Wait, Yani, you can pause the episode to look at your phone and yet you don't want to subscribe. Mazefinya hiyo kitu. Hapo tu.
Things like that.
That's the one.
Let Americans
so I mean, I don't want to be seeing my co-stars rungu just because we are having a sex scene. So we have to keep it professional. Not everyone uses doubles, like
but
I said.
Mr. and Mrs. Smith, they smashed, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they almost. They didn't.
Nah, but, I mean, for this guy to break up with his wife and get a divorce immediately after, you want to say she was wearing a sponge.
He would have gone back to his babe.
They did smash on camera, guys.
Anyway, moving on from smashing, I just want to go back to rungu. I'm just like, that's...
You just said let's move on from smashing.
Listen. You know what would be a beautiful name for a baby boy?
Oh God, what?
Irungu.
Yeah.
That's an actual Kikuyu name.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you.
That's an actual Kikuyu name.
I'm telling you. It's in the name. Right? You don't have to keep telling the... He'll just be like...
Akona nani, akona irungu.
Bro, you know what she's doing.
That's an actual Kikuyu name. I have relatives with that name.
Yes.
Shikilia irungu.
You don't know what they're dealing with right now.
Shikilia irungu.
I'm telling you, bro.
Guys.
It's right there. Anywho. So, yeah. So, me, I was watching Kamtupe. But I also noticed Carrie amekatupa kale kanywele alikuwa nayo.
Ati?
You know, the last
Ati
episode.
amekatupa.
The last episode, it's almost like your mohawk was becoming an afro on the sides over here. Honestly, by the time we were finished, I was about to send you a ka-mpesa uende unyoe. Right?
Yeah. Tuma bado.
See, I'm seeing now you've gone to the...
No, isitamea tena.
So let me ask. So you go unyoe here and then you go to your matuta person?
Yeah, I go to the salon, I get retwisted.
And then you go to the barber shop.
Yeah, and then I go to the barber shop.
You can't, when they have the salon, there's no barber?
There is.
So
but I can't cheat on my barber.
So like you can't go to a salon barber.
No, not really. Actually, the salon itself is a salon and a barber shop.
But you have a different...
I can't go to that barber.
It's a whole thing.
But let me ask you a question. Joyce, do you wax or do you shave? Because I've always been wondering, is there like a place for like a barber shop for kunyoa fudi? Like
yes, it's a spa.
No, but spa they do. They never shave. They wax.
Yeah,
I'm talking about like if you're like me staki kufanywa nini twak. You just want nataka tu mtu aniweke kifade like unaona venye yako imekatwa hivi, right? Like I just want it to be organized nicely, like Evo,
like Chore Superman got triangle.
Like, no, I don't know why you're judging me. Exactly. Why must it be?
No, I'm not judging. I'm just like the way your brain works. It's just... It's amazing.
You
because
imagine.
Jungus just came with this story for we must wax.
Yeah.
Now everybody's waxing. And I'm just like, but what about just like keeping it nice and trim? Like you want to have like a landing strip, right? Like a landing strip, like a Brazilian. Right?
Yeah, but for guys.
So when for babes.
Babes have always had landing strips. Like when you go for...
babes.
Landing strip now is when it's a line.
You just leave the kanini in the middle.
That is 1990.
Babes have always had that.
That is 1997. When was the last time you saw a vagina? Hapa wanasema nyoa kama Jordan. So guys are chomoing everything. But I'm like, for that landing strip, right? Like, does she trim it? Does she? Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So when you're laughing at my thoughts, and I'm just like, is there a barber shop where the guy can say, neza kukunya huko chini if you don't want to wax?
Maybe the spas do it, but now if you have a barber shop where it's for nyoing fudi, that means like they even put like designs and whatnot and make it look cool.
Yeah.
So now, can you imagine?
Nafanywa ile 3 stripes, yeah, Adidas.
Can you imagine? Like you're about to like get down and dirty with a guy, and then he chomoas his pants, he's got Superman underwear.
But then,
and then over and above, like he okay, not over, under. Like
under and below.
under and below.
There's a nice nini there.
No, like the triangle has got the S even. Like he's completed the whole Superman vibe.
See, I just leave.
Because I'm in barbershop.
No, you leave.
Yeah, so that's why you unajinyoa tu basi.
But guys, do guys get waxed outside?
Nah.
I have no idea.
I think so.
I
think
maybe.
there are guys who are getting waxed.
Here,
Guys who wax their ass as well.
I saw Kinuthia. It's called Kinuthia.
People with hairy asses.
Kinuthia. Wait, was he, because I saw a blog saying that he was getting a vaginal wax, right? Connie guys don't have theirs. You don't have like
I saw that picture with
manscaping wax, yeah. Like there's no manscaping that happens in the waxing.
You manscape yourself.
In the house.
Yeah,
you shave yourself in the house.
Wewe nina car. So when you out talk on the barber shop, talk to your friends. They'll tell you. You pretend your guys are going there. They're just like, the breeze. Because and a wax. I think it's a thing. You need to do research.
Yeah, you know, if you guys have information on this, please let us know. We are very curious.
Thank you. Hapo hiyo inaweza kuwa dangerous. Unaweza toka na nini ya mse? Yeah, left. You're meeting a guy.
That's minus. How many children?
Hey, baby, if I tell you the story for wax.
Can you imagine?
Natoka na watoto. I wonder about these things because it's all about grooming. Like, see, it's not for sexual reasons, guys.
Yeah.
It's just grooming, right?
But there's people who wax themselves.
Hey,
I can never.
Shout out to Superman.
Exactly. Honestly, you are Superman. The amount of times I would be there, guy.
No. I've ever waxed even here. Like even someone requests for you here.
You just be like 1, 2, 3.
Well, even here.
No.
Hey.
I think I went once.
Speaking of which, I saw this article the other day about women in Australia. They're no longer waxing or shaving. And I think because their summer is usually different from the rest of America, so I think it's almost their summer or something. So they said they're no longer shaving their coochie area when they go to the beach. So if they wear a bikini and you see some pubic hair, that's none of your business.
Wait.
That's disgusting.
I like this conversation.
Wow.
I like this conversation.
Wow.
Why do you think it's disgusting?
Because I mean, hair has got sweat and.
But having the hair there is supposed to protect.
Let me get this straight.
As waxing is actually not good for the vagina.
Does it get
Carrie,
messy like when you're on your days?
Carrie, here's my question. Right?
So how?
Does God make mistakes?
Yes, he does.
Where? Like what mistake is where?
You?
He even called Guy himself. Where? Which mistake? Name one.
Mosquitoes.
Now, okay, I knew you were going to say mosquitoes. That was Noah's fault.
He let them out.
Yeah.
How dare you?
All he had to do was just let them out there.
Yeah.
But then there's another theory after the flood is when the mosquitoes showed. It was so flooded everywhere.
They're like, oh.
Guys, yeah. So anyway, because I've always asked this question. Like, I feel like God wastes hair on Africans.
What do you mean?
Do you know how many kipara babes there are in this continent?
Yeah.
Right? God has given hair, but then you're just like, we have to be clean here, and you've shaved all the hair. And every day without fail, God is giving Angel Michael, where can you to go to wax, zoom fade. Why do African men, for example, right? Why don't African men wear their hair? Like proper, like, like put on your hair. But then the white man came here with clippers. Because someone changed, right? Facts. Because for our ancestors, when they started shaving, it was because of diseases. Right? They were getting like things. It was cleanliness. Now you have shampoo. Why are you shaving your hair? I don't understand. So even this thing you're asking about, what were you asking about?
Like leaving pubic hair is disgusting.
Pubic hair is not disgusting.
Why is it disgusting? And this is what we were talking about before the episode started, about how these thoughts are planted in our heads.
Pubic hair is not disgusting.
Because I don't understand. You think
so now you have to floss your teeth after going down.
Mother of God.
See, but you just use that to floss.
Just pick one.
Since you've gone there, so just pick one and just floss.
What I will say is, it's even me personally, it can be uncomfortable to look at because again, we were taught that you're not supposed to have it.
Yeah.
So when you see someone who has it, like I'm all about, whatever, to each his own.
Yeah.
But like at first you'd be like, oh, that's a bit uncomfortable to look at. But again, to each his own.
Yeah.
To them, probably that's beautiful. But because us, we were told if you have even armpit hair as a woman, that's ugly. You're going to be like, that's disgusting. So you can admit it's uncomfortable to look at, but it doesn't make it disgusting.
I'm not saying that like all of it and all the time should be like cleanly shaven or waxed, but at least if it looks clean, it's okay. But
Carrie, you need to tell us these coochies you looked at and they were dirty.
If it's a lot,
what did you see?
If it's a lot and nappy, no, I'm just imagining. Can you imagine?
It's
like
a lot and nappy.
Yeah.
You know what you
But
sound
our
like?
hair is nappy.
You sound like a colonizer.
Oh.
You sound like in fact, you sound like Uncle Rakas right now. Listen, hear this guy saying that if the hair is nappy.
Nah.
That's just our Africa.
Nah, checky. Look at Mungai's beard, yeah? See, it's clean, he's combed it, and it looks good.
Actually.
Yeah, if a beard is... Someone else can have the same
unkempt.
amount of hair, but he's not combed it.
Yeah.
It looks bad, like he's shabby. Then it'll definitely look bad.
You see,
so maybe you
because-
comb your pubic hair then.
Exactly. And that's what the Australian women have started to do.
Yeah.
We're about to have afros.
And braids.
Afro baby. Because this thing of just losing hair let me just shave in case one day I find a boyfriend. Excuse you.
And then find you like that.
And then he said, there's something you said. You said it's dirty.
Yeah.
Right? The hair is dirty. Right? I think that's a personal issue with an individual. Right? Because people are dirty. Right? Someone will say something like keeping nails, for example, is
dirty.
unsanitary.
Yeah.
For niggas. Right? Because you're just right?
Stop.
You don't need nails.
Yeah.
But I do.
Yeah.
I have a brush that every time I go to wash my hands before I eat, I brush under my nails.
Exactly.
Right? Every morning I shower, I brush my nails. When I'm dealing with stuff, I wash my hands regularly.
Yeah.
Not men, women as well don't wash their hands when they go to the toilet.
Yeah.
I witness it every time when I'm in the bathroom.
So it's a personal hygiene thing, yeah.
So you just need to keep yourself
Clean.
And if you know you sweat, there's ways to reduce the sweatage in your underwear area.
Yeah.
Even before you started seeing, we knew how to do this. So this thing, you see, your mind is thinking dirt because you want to eat. Hisi chakula. Hapa si buffet. Hapa si buffet.
No,
Na pia hata ukienda kukula ndizi, we don't serve you the ndizi we remove the banana for you. Wewe mwenyewe utafanya tu. Hata samaki, we don't remove for you the bones. Wewe mwenyewe utafanya tu.
You've not seen babes nowadays saying, I don't know how to cook, so what are you gonna eat? It is food.
Carry me, I want to know.
I mean,
you need
if
to give us a list of these babes.
We need to know. We need to know. Tell us, please.
Nah, it's a quote that goes all around the internet. Like, I don't know how to cook, so what are you gonna eat?
So what are you going to eat?
Yeah. Well, it's that.
Oh my goodness.
So I mean, it
We
is
had
food.
you. Tumekusikia.
Anyway, moving on swiftly.
Before we go to the topic, I want you to answer this as someone who has someone in the house, right? So, babe, niko kwa njia na come. You have someone in the house. Your babe has texted you. I'm on my way. I'm coming.
You have someone who's not your babe in the house.
Of course, now.
Okay, just clarifying.
It's the electrician who's in the house.
You know, it
Answer
could be.
I'm talking
could
about
be the plumber. I'm joking.
He's laying pipe, right?
Yeah.
I see, girl. I got you.
Hi guys, it's me again. Like, share, subscribe. Don't just sit there looking at me, talking to you, looking so nice and being so polite, and then you don't subscribe. Please subscribe. Thank you.
You've got someone in the house. The person has texted you and they're like, babe, I'm coming. Right?
Are you messing around with this someone?
No. You are doing Bible study.
It's just
You're reading from the book of Songs of
I
Solomon.
mean, someone could be my boy
you are
of playing
reading
PS.
from the book of Songs of Solomon
Okay, all right.
with this other person.
Okay.
Okay? Thanks. Guys, are we now on the same page?
Yes.
We are.
You're smashing with this person.
Yes.
You are putting things inside them.
Yes,
and these
we
things
are.
you should be putting them in somebody else. Now, this other person who you should be putting these things in has called you and said, hey, I'm on my way. What are you saying? Be honest. Don't overthink it. What would you say? Like your person has texted you and said, and you're just like, wait first.
Guy.
What do you say next?
You have to bounce.
Honestly.
Yeah, like leave now.
But this person doesn't know you have a person.
Well, they're
now
about to
you
find
know.
out.
Now you know
Let
I
me
have
get
a
this
person
straight.
and she's on the way.
Oh my God, you guys are trash.com.
No, for real.
So now even
There's
this
no
person...
other way.
They're about to
Tebu
find
toka
out,
toka,
man.
mimi niko na mtu toka. Are you guys serious?
Yeah.
Because you know what it is. You've cursed your person, and then now you're cursing this person.
I mean,
Like you have no morals. Okay, just to be clear, I'll also say
This
the
other
same
one was
thing.
just for a nut.
I'll also say the same thing.
Yeah.
You gotta go.
You gotta go.
The person who's in your house was just for a nut, but your password is your password.
You
It's
know.
the bolt,
yeah.
is the bed, is the everything.
The chain.
And you're just an
Everything.
We can stay without a screw.
Yes.
But not the nut.
Not the whole, not the whole bed.
Guys,
Washer,
You tell
washer.
them to bounce.
You are the washer.
why are we like this?
So we'll all say the same.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Because
For sure.
I think the only time someone would lie is if you don't have a person and you just wanted to smash, and then you've done it already and you want to get rid of this
Would you
person.
tell this person that you want to smash with? Like, yo, baby, heads up, me, I don't want anything. I just want to own it.
What I would do is, I think I was a boy in my past life.
Tell us.
If I was seeing someone, right, and then this other person comes along, I would be very honest about like, yo, me, I have a person. And then we'd carry on, and if it leads somewhere, at least I told you. So
Okay, Joyce, you know what I'm realizing? We're very bad people. No, you are very bad people.
excuse me, you'd do the same thing, madam.
You guys are terrible.
No. At
Because
least
me, I don't cheat.
I was honest, no.
What?
You what? Run the tape. Run the tape.
In the past,
Run
I
the
already
tape.
confessed that shit. I already confessed that shit. We already done that.
Yeah, I'm saying like hypothetically, I'm not saying I'll do it, you know.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I've done it.
Do it! Just
So
Do you know, I think guys are the most creative with this.
yeah, 100%.
I've got a cousin of mine who after smashing, he told the babe that he's going to Shags. Like he has to go to Shags and he's leaving like in
Now.
an hour.
Yeah.
And the babe was like, okay, even me, I'm going to Tao. Do you know, like he dressed up, packed,
And went with her to town.
and went all the way.
Came back home.
Yeah, and came
Oh
back
my
home.
Jesus
Like he had
Lord.
packed
A bag.
a
Men.
bag.
Men.
Like people go to extents, man, for you to like just get rid of that person you already had your nut. But now the problem is that night you start wanting them back again.
No, all of a sudden you're back from Shags.
I mean, no, I don't know what you're talking about.
Stop. So now all of a sudden you're back from Shags.
Yeah.
You're like, the
No,
plan
now,
bounced.
see, he's missing. He's missing.
Now you're just missing
Yeah.
and
But you
like
had to
your
chase them.
pride, you can't really tell them. So now you start planning for another day.
The next
When
day he
you'll be
calls,
back from
the
Shags.
next day
Yeah.
he calls you and tells you, hey, by the way, my bus has come back. I came back on the midnight. I couldn't miss you.
But-
You know? Came back
I
on
missed
the
you so
midnight,
much.
Yeah. Have I ever
Men.
lied to
Man,
someone
thank
about...
God I don't do this.
Imagine
Me,
I
I'm
don't-
in a relationship.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Now.
I'm not. As in, I don't like Jesus Christ. I need to be thinking about these topics
Are
before
you
we
seeing?
enter them. Anyway. I
So
remember-
speaking of your past life, did you want to add something before I continue?
Nah, there's nothing in my past life that I want to talk about.
No, I'm saying like that was you like before.
Yes.
Have you ever thought about how different your life is now in your 30s compared to in your 20s? Because like literally right now,
As a Gen Z, I don't know what the you talking to me about because I'm here wearing my Travis Scott t-shirt.
Yeah.
Right? Na, 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 na.
I'd be
Me, I'm a
30
Gen Z,
in like
bro.
4 years. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
You're 30.
let me tell you, is this episode called
Your body is
Lies?
like...
Yeah.
Lies.
Because I'm just like, this baby's 30.
Yeah,
Oh,
imagine.
it makes sense. The way she says LOL.
Oh, yeah.
And she sends this Nini, she says, ha ha ha.
And then you know how like Joyce always loves sleep.
Yeah.
And she's tired all the time.
All the time. I should have known, yeah.
it's-
And then also things like, Ati, oh, you know, we have to do this thing before 9 p.m. I was like, well, who does
Yeah.
that?
Who says that?
Right? And then there's also that one. There's also that one. Then that day we went out with Joyce.
Yeah.
And then she was hanging for 3 days.
Imagine.
And she wasn't even drinking alcohol.
Yeah.
She was just tired.
From dancing.
And then the
I
worst
hope
part,
you know these
the
people
one-
are talking about
There's
themselves.
another thing.
Imagine.
There's
I
another thing.
hope you know these people are talking about
Yeah.
themselves.
One day I'm there on the internet, I'm scrolling, and then I see Joyce, because Instagram is such, as in this algorithm is for snitching on you, at your friend has liked this. I'm like, why do I need to know that? So anyway, I see Joyce over there. She's written a comment in some video. It was a concert at Beyonce. I can't remember whose concert it was. And they were they were all with their phones out.
Yeah.
And Joyce is like, nobody is enjoying this concert because they have their phones out.
They need to
Guys.
live in the
I'm
moment.
just
I
like,
saw it.
you saw that shit?
I saw
Guys.
it.
Such a millennial.
Oh my
Right.
goodness.
Sis, how to spot a millennial?
Yeah.
Do you
Hey.
have white hairs?
You're really going through it, huh?
Oh, thank you so much. That was a segment called How to Spot a Millennial.
Yeah.
Anyway, our 30s have been crazy, man. Me, I gotta say, I think the one thing for me in my 30s is just, I feel like I care less. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I care about the things I care about. But then, like, I remember when I was in my 20s, gosh, because you want to love everybody. You know, like if you're my friends, like I care about you. I want to know if you're okay. Nigga, you hit your 30s, you're just like, listen, if you're not here in my face, tell me about your problems
Yeah.
and
That's
if I
it.
care about them. But I don't care if you don't text me. Like if you don't text me, if you don't call me, it doesn't mean we're not friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if it was my 20s,
Yeah.
ati tumekaa 2 days
Kwani
hatujongeleshana,
tumekosana,
it's
Yeah.
like these friends of nowadays, blah 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 blah. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
So that I don't care as much as I do.
True.
Hi. Yes, you haven't subscribed? Now's the time. It's okay, we'll wait. No, just that. Yeah. Subscribe and share and like. Mwah.
I agree with you because in my 20s, I had so many friends. Like people that I'd call my friends, and it's someone that I just met at the club the other day.
Bro.
We had fun, and then when I meet that person when I'm with my other friends, they're like, "Who's that? Yeah, that's my boy. He's so and so."
And the time you know nothing about this person.
You know nothing, and
Bruh.
you're ready to go and die for this person,
Right.
and actually just say that, oh, this by the way, so and so. Let me just say, Njoro is a good guy, and I stand by him. He's got values and whatnot. Kumbe, you don't even know
Which
the guy.
values? Which values? The value is like value I'm thinking
Overshot.
about how
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
That's like,
That's the only
you don't
value.
even discuss anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think in my 30s, I got to now, after getting to see stories come out of people, and then you get to see character changes in someone you thought was your friend, and then they go and, stab you in the back or just do something. I actually removed people that I thought were my friends.
Yeah.
And not right now, my circle is like so small.
Yeah.
But one thing, apart from friends, in my 30s, I get tired a lot. That tired thing I said about
That one,
Joyce.
what you said about Joyce, yeah? That was-
Literally, before we started this episode, me, you, and Ivy, all of us walked into that room. Guy, I'm so tired. But I am so tired. So I found her there. I'm so
Me,
tired.
I've been up since 3 in the mornings.
But
I was late.
What is your reason?
But still,
I was late. I was late today to come shoot the episode because I couldn't wake up. Sleep was tamu.
are you serious?
Like I just couldn't find myself to wake up. It was so hard, and nowadays it's so hard to wake up. Once I start
Sasa
sleeping,
ukifika
man,
70,
Kai.
what will happen?
I won't be working. So
You'll just be like this.
That'd be
Kila
good.
kitu iletwe hapa.
Seme nilale kidogo. Hivi.
Funika ukimaliza, please.
Hey? I feel like the more tired I am, the less time I have for sleep. In my 30s, that's how it feels like.
Yeah.
In my 20s, I was like, like
Bro,
this class.
sis,
Me,
I
I'm
am-
sleeping. You know
me
what I
too,
mean?
man. Yeah.
But like now, like it doesn't matter how little sleep I've had.
Yeah.
I have to wake up and get done. Because like I'm now thinking like future, like, generational wealth,
Yeah.
like making sure like I have a comfortable life. So even me, sometimes I surprise myself when I wake up after 5 hours of sleep. Joyce Minor. 5 hours of sleep. And I'm waking up and I'm going to look for money. That
Yeah.
was unheard of in my 20s. Unheard of.
Do you take naps in between the day?
Yeah, I take naps in
Yeah,
between the day.
that's what
But
I'm
me
talking
now,
about,
the
being
waking
tired.
up, even waking up with 4 hours of sleep, I'm going to secure the bag. In my
Yeah.
20s, if I used to hata class, surely, now huko ndio naenda ku get degree. I was like, I'm too tired. And when you're 22, what are you tired about?
But I think it was also because it wasn't your money.
Yeah,
You know what I
exactly.
mean?
It was your parents' money.
Because me, like my first and second semester, my mom paid for me. And then after that, carry on. Thy way.
Continue as you are.
And once I started Chomoing, but I actually chazad with all that money.
Man.
But now, when I pay fees, because I pay fees for a bunch of people, when I pay fees, yeah. Because there's one kafogo that who got suspended.
La, la, la. You're like, how dare you? How dare you? Like, how dare you?
Guys, like when you see me walking the streets sometimes, just give me a hug. Don't like
Okay, honestly.
give me a hug.
Okay.
Because you look at, okay, let me tell you another thing I hate about my 30s. I hate being responsible.
Bruh.
Right? I like it, but I hate it. You know, I remember those days when, you know, like I'll be chilling in my crib on a Friday, right? I know very well I have no energy for anything.
Yeah.
Nothing. Right? Nowadays, even parties don't jazz me as much.
You know?
Right? Because I know I'll get there 5 minutes in, I'm like, guy, I'm lit.
I
I
need to
can't
go
even handle
home.
alcohol anymore because as in you just
Bruh.
tap out one shot, it
It's
goes
a wrap.
into, it's just like, oh, it enters with energy, but then you say, oh, this is a 30-year-old body. Oh. And then it does so much more than in a 20-year-old body.
That's the most.
Bro, you can take one tequila shot and you're high mpaka you're just like, hey, kwani hii tequila muliongeza nini?
Kwani mmekata body?
Percentage. Anyway, so I just hate being responsible. I loved it when like I'm chilling on a Friday, I know, and I used to hate it when I was in my mom's house because she'd be like, now tomorrow you wake up Saturday, she's like, we're going to your auntie's house. I'm like, girl, I ain't
I got
going
things
nowhere.
to do.
I'm not a handbag bar. After I got a small sister, I'm like, I had to cut her off. I cut off her arm. So my sis is the one who used to go.
Oh, she's the one who was now.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
last
like at least
month,
there were plans,
Yeah.
right? Here, as a 30-year-old, you can be in your house, you are exhausted. And then all the calls that are coming in, you just know it's like things being asked. So you don't want to pick calls,
Okay.
right? But then you don't want to be alone.
Yeah.
So you have two things that are going to happen. Either you're going to make a silly decision to go and hang out with four other people that you shouldn't be hanging out with.
Yeah.
If I hang out with you last weekend, it's not you.
Mm.
It's not you. And if you've seen me out, you haven't seen me. Hey, it was the last weekend. Guy. Anyway. So what you end up having is either you go for that plan or you're stuck in the crib.
True.
Like you're stuck in the crib.
True.
I need to start cooking for myself. I'm alone.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, now I feel like a buffet, but then it goes solo.
You know?
So I'm like, hey, let me go and socialize. Do I pick these calls and deal with these things head on? Or do I go and socialize with people I don't want to socialize with? Or do I just sit in the crib and be silent? So like back in the day when like I'd been in my mom's house, right? Like the aunties would come over. Now you're forced to interact with people, you know? And now with your personal space, it can be a bit too personal.
Yeah.
To a point now you're just like, I need to go and have human connection.
Yeah.
Right? So I kind of, and then the responsibility of having, you know, also connecting, like coming to have drinks with somebody. By the time you think about it, you're like, 1,000, you know your tastes.
You know?
Nikikunywa tequila mbili.
Bas. Tu.
Nikule.
Bas.
Hey, inaweza kuwa school fees.
I swear. Guy.
You're like, what
Yeah,
can
you've not
I-
counted fuel to get you there.
Bruv, sisi nimekwambia, nowadays you say
come.
send fare. I'm not coming, right? So when you put all these responsibilities knowing that you have to pay rent, like I remember the first time I started paying, because I started at 21. So yeah, I
That's
moved out very early by choice.
Yeah.
And just having that, you know, getting into that rhythm of rent, internet, this is my monthly expenses.
Yeah.
This is I must sort out this.
Yeah.
I must have money for this. For like 5 years there, you forget one. So you're just there like, oh my God, I spent all the money. I don't have bundles. Okay, you loan me money.
Oh, yeah.
Like you don't know how to manage yourself. And these are the responsibilities you never had to think about.
Yeah.
So I kind of hate responsibility. And to think that there's no going back to childhood.
Yeah.
Right? Because I feel like it should have been balanced. To be an adult, it was like 40. You have to be from 0 to 40 you're a child.
Yeah.
Right? Then from 40 to 80. So it's balanced. Like adulting, childhood.
Yeah.
But adulthood is too long.
Hey,
Yeah.
bro, adulthood
It
is
starts
where?
like 20s now.
Guy, only one 0 to 18.
about 18?
Guy.
No, I'm saying it starts at 20. That's
What?
when
Being an adult?
Yeah, that's when most people, like, you'd move out, like you said, you start paying bills, you start being responsible. It sucks.
Yeah.
And
But
then
it's
we were
like-
in such a hurry, especially now. Now the thing about being in my 30s, now that I have the money, I don't want to go out. Explain to me how I used to go out with 200 bob.
Imagine.
And I used to come home
come with
late
change.
than everybody.
Yeah.
And
Explain to me.
and you have the
200 and I came with more money.
Yes.
I have 1,000 bob now.
Yeah.
And I left with 200.
Imagine.
But now that I have money, I don't want to go anywhere.
Facts.
Nowhere.
3% tunakusikia, and your money we will eat.
It's for me, please. Thanks. It's only +1. There's no.
So being
plus
in your
everyone.
okay, I tell you now. Being in your 30s, you can see bullshit.
Mile away, man.
You know how like your pals will try and panga you in some nonsense, right? Like nowadays, I think one of the calls that I get the most is asking for money. Economy, right?
Yeah.
Everybody's borrowing money. So of course, you know, I'm also borrowing, nigga.
You know.
Right? So but it's the lies, right? When I was in my 20s, oh my God. Jonte would call me, he's like, yo, you know, I don't have a friend called Jonte, but we're using Jonte. So, man, you know, my landlord, you know, at his SQ somewhere, right?
Yeah.
Oh, and then,
Going to
you
get
know,
kicked out.
Sidri, my mom, Sidri, blah, blah, blah. You're like, what? After you get off that call, now this is your problem as well. You're just like,
What do we do?
now you're
Yeah.
here. What do we do,
Yeah.
right? Nowadays, guys, let
See
me
now?
tell you, right? As much as I want to really indulge in your problems, I've learned to not, I don't have to be inside completely. I'm not helping.
You don't have to make space for everyone.
Like,
That's something I've learned. You don't have
Like,
to make space for everyone.
People will tell you stuff and you like what you said about acquaintances and friends. I took a long time to know who's an acquaintance and who's a friend. Like I'm honest about it. I'm a late bloomer, right? And a lot of the acquaintances can see your naivete. They can see it. They know when it douche, right? Like tell Kwambox, she'll nini. You tell me your story, I'm just like, bas, sour.
Now I have to help.
Now I'm just like, what? You talk to Joyce, how? I'm telling you, Joyce, that guy. Let's get you a new apartment. You'll move out. I don't even know where we're getting the money.
Man.
Come live with me. That guy, right? Like, your baby's showing you what? Nigga, you come. You know, like, what am I doing? Right? Nowadays.
And why?
I'll be there. No. For real? Oh, now what will you do? Okay, bye. This is a new Squid Game. I've moved on.
That's not in a shapo, by the way.
As in, if there's nothing I can do, right? I just say the serenity prayer.
I'm not gonna
Help
overextend
me
myself
to change the things that
I can.
and the ones that I cannot suggest.
Yeah.
There's someone who needs your help.
Yeah, because I'm not everybody.
Yeah, you don't have to make space for everyone in your life. And I think another thing for me that I've noticed is how I want to say calm. I don't know how to explain it. Like how I deal with situations now.
Yeah.
Like vitu hazinishtui. Like before I used to be melodramatic. My world is coming to an end. Sawa? But right now you can tell me, Kanjo is outside your shop. They want to arrest your shop attendant. I'm like, okay, let me talk to them. Mind you, it's something big, right? But when I was younger, the smallest thing, I was so melodramatic. Jesus.
You're like, what am I going to do?
I was like, my world is ending. No, my world is ending. But right now, the police want to arrest. Okay, let me talk to them. Tunaweza elewana. Kama tutaelewana sawa, let me come there, we talk. But before, the smallest inconvenience, my world is ending. It's coming to an end.
I think that comes about with the life experiences and like what you've been through, and you definitely know, Maze, there's nothing big as long as you're there. Like you get to deal with it.
Exactly.
Yeah, because being young and overreacting like is
common.
Hey, bro,
common.
Also note, there are people in their 40s watching this episode just going,
Nabado.
They don't know.
they're just like, come see this.
Come take a look at this.
Come take a look at this. Because it's like there's another day I was watching some about 20-year-olds talking. Yani, you know when you want to reach the TV and just pinch someone?
They'll be like, stop being stupid.
And they're all agreeing with each other.
Yeah.
Saying,
You know, like, just like us right now. Right?
Because they're peers. Peer pressure is a thing.
Now let's talk relationships. I've definitely evolved and changed in relationships. In my 20s, I think I was what's the word I'm looking for? Happy. Listen, honestly, in my 20s, I wasn't trying to do anything serious. I wasn't. I was trying to have fun. I didn't even know myself, right? But then there was people trying to have serious relationships with me. And I was letting them, right? And breaking their hearts. So I don't think I was a focused, like in relationships, I wasn't doing anything there. But in my 30s, I think now is when I'm discovering, hey, I need to stay focused. Because I think I have this thing where you call, like, it took me a long time to ask myself, what do I want? Because I feel like we don't ask ourselves. You just say, I need a relationship, right? Or for me, I'd be like, I'm not dating now. 5 minutes. And I think you guys have witnessed that. Like, I'd be like, you guys, me, people, who's that?
I'm done with them.
That? Bro, and then the next thing, and then 5 minutes later, I've come here to tell you guys, so you know now, I'm single. Well, right?
Well.
2 things I'll say about that. So I feel like now, when I was in my 20s, it was very difficult to leave something. Right? I had never walked away from anything.
True.
I would wait for someone to walk away. That time I know from 2 years ago,
you know
we
you should
have
not
been in
be
this
here.
relationship.
Yeah.
But I'm here. I'm just like, I don't want to hurt you. I don't know how to leave. I don't know what to say. Plus, I've been cheating. So it's like, right? But now, we can start.
Yeah.
I could be completely in love with you, but I could walk away.
Facts.
Why? Because,
Facts.
and I don't need to explain it to you. I first deal with myself.
Yeah.
So I feel like in that respect, I'm getting more gangster. Right? I need to finish dating in my 30s and get married because I feel like in my 40s now I'll be up.
I'm telling you,
Right?
guys.
Like, so I need to now get like married now.
Yeah.
Thanks.
And it's also like I've learned how to love someone from a distance.
Yeah.
Because I feel like the reason why we used to hold on to like certain relationships or even just friendships in our early 20s is because like, but I love this person, but I love this person. But them being in your proximity is not good for you.
Yeah.
So you can love them, but from a distance.
Yeah.
So I think that's why it's even become easier. Even for me, I'll walk away in 0.2 seconds. I can love you with all my heart.
Yeah.
Like deep down, I can give my life for you. Now I won't give my life for you. But close enough.
Yeah.
But I will walk away.
Don't catch a green.
Because I will love you from a distance.
Loving from a distance is like letting them live their own life,
Yeah.
and you live yours, but
exactly.
you're together. I think I relate to that because in my 30s, I have learned to do that because before. Not before, but I've always been a hopeless romantic.
We know, nigga.
Yeah. And
Lover
I've
boy.
always been wanting to be involved in every single thing with the person that I'm dating. But in my 30s, I got to realize that sometimes it's you really don't have to be there constantly for that flower to blossom.
Yeah.
But you should just make sure that you keep on watering your garden and just making sure that your relationship grows as a whole. And that's
you don't have to be attached to the hip.
Yeah, because my previous relationships and when I was in my 20s, I used to want to be involved so much up until it now turned into a disadvantage where now you start having instances where now it's kulang your kichwa. You're like, now where is she? She said she's going to be here up until this time.
Yeah.
This time she's not figured. She's definitely with another nigga.
Yeah.
And that's really not cool because people have their own lives. and
Also, me, I
people
still
live their
make
lives.
those connections. Sorry.
No, those connections are still there, but you don't react to them the same.
No.
Because in your 20s, you'd actually go and show up in that place.
Bro.
To go and you want to like kick that door
Boy.
open and be like,
So what you're saying is all three of us
so
are
you are
psychotic.
just chilling.
That's what you're saying. Because the way we've agreed.
Can I just say, you remember I told you the story of scaling the wall and smashing the windows,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
You, what have you done?
I've punched my car and I've followed someone.
I pulled. Pin, because I thought mine was crazy, but I pulled up to the mom's house. I mean, he used to live with his mom and he was ignoring me, so. Yeah.
I thought mine for scaling the wall and smashing the windows.
Bro, yours is still crazy, man.
It was a house. It was a person's house.
Yeah.
Nah, you guys, man. You guys, umeshinda.
I've
Umeshinda. When do umeshinda?
No, he
kwanza?
followed someone.
Yeah.
Like a freaking creep. How did you follow
I am
them?
done.
Na mkuu ama na
Nagari,
gari?
I went to the restaurant where we were hanging out as girls, and my gut was right.
But
Yeah,
you
my
followed.
But your
my,
gut is insane.
my gut.
Your gut is insane.
My gut was right because when I got there, what I suspected is what was happening.
Me, I was insane. I scaled the wall. I smashed the windows and entered the house, and there was nobody.
But that was stupid.
Man, I pulled up to his kundi. Kumbe he had gone on a 3-day bender. The mother didn't even know where
Yeah.
he was.
Because one thing I got to realize is, realize right now.
You know where he was? He was with her. They lied.
One thing I realized now is that back then, like what you said, you'd see that this relationship is not going anywhere. but you'll still stick there. And for me to have that gut feeling is because I kind of felt like whatever we were feeling before and the relationship we're having right now, this thing is over.
Yeah.
But I just don't know how to break it off. So I'm here looking for a reason, and trying to find something wrong. So right now, I could spot this from a mile away.
Yes.
For you to just know,
Hey, but guys are sleek.
it's not
Yeah,
going to work.
actually,
Okay, guys are sleek.
like spotting things. Like I feel like in your 30s, you spot things quicker.
Yeah.
Because like even this year, I mean, I'm not ready to talk about it, but eventually, like there was a situation I was in, and like I want to say maybe like 2 months in, I was like, why is this situation looking familiar? Why does it like look like a toxic situation that I was in before I left? I was like, there's no motive for making excuses. He's just emotional. Oh, he's just this. Oh, he's just. I was like, hey, these scenarios, especially the way they're playing out, I clocked them so quickly and I left.
But also sometimes it's not good to compare because people live
because
different
when
lives.
someone is being toxic and you keep making excuses for them and you repeat the cycle, it's very easy to spot that cycle.
Yeah.
And
can I ask
it's
you?
It's very easy to spot because it was toxic. I wasn't comparing, but I was comparing the fact that the last time I had issues like this, my relationship was toxic, and it's because of these behaviors that I kept excusing.
Okay.
So when I saw like the toxic traits, I was like, nah, this is not gonna end well. I'm out.
But I think also to add to your point, I feel like, you're asking, people are not the same. Look, the one thing I can say I've left in my 20s, which we've just described, is doing something stupid in the name of love.
Yeah.
Right? Just if I feel some type of way, I feel, uncomfortable, whatever, right? I'm not going to put that on you. I'm going to deal with it myself, right? I'm going to process that. And so in the process of that, I may ghost you, right? Because I have to deal with myself, right? I don't have to come to you like, because for me, I look at it like transferring of energy. In fact, that's the one thing that I'm really fixing in myself. Because Jana, I shouted at her babe for Zuku. Man, they call me 7 times, guys. They call me 7 times. 7.
Oh, yeah.
I disconnected 7 goddamn times.
Stop.
Right? So by the time, and I told them to stop calling me. So anyway, I was like, you guys have said that. And I feel bad for Someaing guys, right? Because that's the same that if I feel some type of way in a relationship, I wanna be verbal. I wanna not abusive, but verbal. I want to tell you how I'm feeling, right? And not that time. It's not at your processed. I'm like, there, you guys. What is there? Like, and I'm like, what are you even trying to say?
Yeah.
And in the process of that, you end up saying a lot of nonsense, right? And you don't end up getting to the bottom of it.
Exactly.
What you want, what you're feeling, you want the other person to feel right?
Instead of actually talking about it.
Now, as an adult, what I do, I feel like in my 30s is my actual first adulting.
Hey, bro, even me, I feel like an adult for the first time.
And mine started
ever.
2 years ago, and I've been deep in this 30s.
Mine started this year.
2 years ago. But just allowing myself space to process stuff. Like in fact, even I think my handle on the Instagram is Sleeping Giant, right?
Yeah, I've seen that.
Process stuff so slowly. I'm going to allow myself to ask myself, why do I feel some type of way? Like even that thought of like, where could they be? Me, I don't give a if you're shagging out there.
Oh my God.
The thing I care about is, why am I thinking this?
Yeah.
So I want to be able to process myself and be like, could I still be having issues because of my past? And then when I've processed that and I know me, I'm okay, then I'll tell her, baby, off. Because I've already processed. I don't need a conversation with you, right? So I don't want us to go back and forth. And people say stuff like closure. Guys, closure is overrated.
For what?
Right?
No,
there's some closure that's overrated. Right? Because you want me to tell you, what do you want me to tell you? Like, actually the reason I cheated is because my and someone's peeing.
You know what I mean?
But when you're asking, it's not like you want to hear that. You just want to look for that part where it's like, I still love you, and I'm like, I can't give you that. Nobody can give you that. You have to do it for yourself. Yeah.
That's true.
But I'm still learning. And so even that thing of, not telling someone exactly how I feel rather than exactly what I've processed. Yeah.
And also something similar, like this thing for policing your partner. Me, I left that in my 20s, by the way. Because my saying these days is, we are all grown-ups. You know exactly what you should and should not be doing. I should never have to come to you and tell you, block her. Don't talk to her. What you're saying is inappropriate. I shouldn't have. Because before me, actually, I was in a situation where my ex was very inappropriate with another ex of his. And I used to get to a point where I was like, have you blocked her? Why are you still talking to her? Why are you in these days? We are all adults.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you know what you should and should not be doing.
Yeah.
So if you think this is a conversation you still want to carry on when I'm not here. I'm out. Like,
if you're my future,
you know,
you never know. You can find me, my brain cells are low, I haven't eaten. And I'm just like, who's that? Who are you taking? But imagine, can I tell you two things about me? I have a very strict rule about someone's phone.
Yeah, don't go through it, man.
Not even going through, I don't even touch someone's phone.
Oh, really?
As in, even like, there's a phone call. I want your phone upside down whenever you are around me.
Ah, okay.
I don't want to, like, because I know how my mind works, right? I know my mind is constant. You're the one who's asking me how my mind works.
Yeah, yeah.
My mind is constantly constructing.
Yeah.
I don't want fodder there, right? So when it comes to your phone, I'm legally blind. Like, I even make an effort
I can barely
to see
Yeah.
who you're talking to.
Yeah.
Why? Because it gives me peace of mind. But the moment I start now angaliang your phone, you're stepping out, you're whispering, like, your phone to me is an entity, right? And I know the moment it becomes an entity, you gotta go.
Yeah.
Right? Because I haven't checked it, I haven't done anything, but my spirit is moving.
Yeah.
I'm not wrong.
There's something. Yeah, even me, I'm usually not the ones for it. Oh, Nani is calling you. I'll be like, your phone is ringing. That's it. Like, I'm not going to be like,
let's expose ourselves some more, because clearly we're all about exposure. Right? Have we ever gone through someone's phone? Let's start there.
1,000%. How do you think I found out about the inappropriate text with the ex?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
And then he used to block her, and then he starts talking to her again, and then I go through the phone again.
Oh my God.
It was not, it was unhealthy.
Wow. All right.
Yeah.
Carrie?
I've sent myself screenshots
Oh, I've emailed myself the chat.
because I didn't have time to read there and then. So it's and then you go to the photos, select all sent, delete, recently deleted, delete. Now later on.
Why would you do that to yourself?
Oh, I
Guys,
emailed
how you
myself
felt?
the chat. You know, though you like
Yeah.
emails.
You guys,
Yeah.
you feel your heartbeat up until here.
Guy.
You're so scared, but there's this urge and something that's just telling you, man, you need to know. You need to know. So, and
No,
that
you don't
needing
need
to know.
Guys, did you really need to know?
No.
Did you need to know?
No.
Did you
No.
need to read those messages?
No.
Yeah, you don't need. So me, I'm the opposite. You remember I told you about the smashing
Yeah.
of the phone? Yeah. So I was just like, if these messages are read, I'm dead. So it's a brand new phone, bruv. Run the tape. Bam! I threw the phone to the wall. Am I proud? I'm not, right?
No.
But there's once I shikad my person's phone, and then I went like, you know, the way a message has come in, then I did like this, and then I ended up like the message they were texting there.
Yeah.
Guys, that taught me a very pertinent lesson. I mean, I tell you, people's phones are like poison in my eyes. Like the moment, even if you as my pal, like you'll never see me looking towards your phone.
Yeah.
I've trained myself because I remember what I felt when I saw those messages, and I was like, hey,
Could it just be like your
my
heart
Kisi
sink?
ancestors were in my head.
Eh.
They were like, sasa omongina hasira itatuonesha hasara leo na hasara ndio tunataka. I was going crazy. But then, and you're just looking at the person like this.
Imagine.
So I feel different about people's phones. I think if I'm with someone, there shouldn't be a problem me having your phone.
I mean,
actually think there
there
should not be a problem because
like holding your phone or having your password.
having your password.
Nah, man.
Sorry.
No.
Yeah, I actually think there shouldn't be a problem.
Carrie, you
because
think
if there is a problem, then I need to ask why.
Nah, keep your privacy, guys.
Yeah,
I mean,
obviously, I won't go
I don't know
through
about
your
sharing
phone.
passwords,
you
bruv.
know?
I feel like that's just a recipe for disaster.
Because that's what got me in that situation in the first place.
to go and
this is-
I emailed myself their chats.
No, imagine you went through the phone and there was nothing.
Carrie, let me ask you.
There is never nothing.
So
Trust me.
here's my
You're
question.
looking for something, you will find it.
Here's my question. So you have my password, right? Or this, because clearly we're together, there's no password, right? So you're on my phone, and I don't advocate for no passwords. They should always be a password,
Yeah.
right? But then now you have access to the phone. Then you go through my phone. Okay, you go through my phone, right? What the are you doing going through my phone if you trust me?
That's the mistake now, the going through the phone part.
Yeah, so if I don't
there
think it's
shouldn't be a problem having the password.
You
But
think-
the problem is there when you go through the phone.
Here's the thing.
You can have the password and not go through the phone.
How do you start going through the phone? What tips you off. Just say it's not the thing on the phone.
Yeah.
Right?
It could be
so now you have plus the password. So that's now, because every conversation you see, like if I give you my phone right now, let me just give you my phone. I'm sure you're going to misconstrue a couple of messages there and you're not even my password. Right?
You know?
Read like it's your... Okay.
It's your person.
Don't read the names of them. Don't read that one, right? let me send you. But all my messages are
like professional.
Professional.
Yeah.
Man.
But I don't know. Me, I think because I've had PTSD from from that one relationship that literally made me feel crazy. I don't do the exchanging of passwords. Like I don't need to know.
It made you feel crazy.
Yeah, it made me feel crazy. So I don't want that to ever happen again. So stories for passwords. I don't know. Like if it's necessary, like I need to like pay for something or do like it's not a constant at you. Oh, I have your phone. Let me go through your phone.
You know what I think?
There's someone I used to give the password, and then I'd change it.
Guy, if you are not
Box.
dating a cheat, yeah. And
right.
yeah,
What a segue! What a segue!
If you're not dating a cheat and you went through the phone and there was nothing, you would not have felt crazy.
That's
you would not have been in this position where you're telling yourself that I don't need to go through someone's phone. You're an adult, you know how to think and you know how to act. So, end of the day, as much as it made you feel bad, it doesn't mean that you're a bad person for you to go to have gone through the phone.
Yeah, that's true.
Probably, yeah, you're going to in future you're going to be with someone that would want you to have their password because there's absolutely nothing.
But I don't think anybody wants anybody scrolling through their phone, guys.
Yeah,
Can we just talk about that? That's an invasion of privacy.
Yeah, you don't want someone.
The only person who wants is that guy for FBI who's see. I'm scaring they're listening.
Yeah.
That's the only person who's allowed to go through my phone.
Yeah, you don't want someone to do that, but for you to get to that position where you feel like, hey, I need to check who are they talking to, where are they, like why are they walking away while talking on phone? It's because of things that or cues that you actually have picked up in the relationship, and for you they feel sus.
Yeah.
Why can't you talk to me?
Because I feel like now,
because this is let me tell you, all these things we're saying are just we lack communication skills in relationships, right? Because look, Kerry, if today, because these are the same things that happen in friendships, and what ends up happening in friendships, you notice that people would rather, like mukikosana bishtako, any friend right now, right? Chances are it'll be for good.
That's true.
Am I lying?
But you'll keep taking back your toxic
People don't know how to, but the ex, you know why? Because you're doing these toxicity things. If you can't communicate with your own friend to let them know, like, that's what I'm saying, like, for example, me and you, right? Today you feel some type of way about something. Are you going to keep quiet? Utakanyagia, which is probably what most people would do, or would you talk to me?
Yeah, I tell you.
I mean, you'd find a way to get my password to read my messages.
You know,
exactly. So even with your person, why wouldn't you? Because at the end of the day, right, it is something, it's not, if I'm your friend and you tell me, you know, Kwambooks, I feel, right? I feel like this, you know, the way you did this, it made me, is there something, you know?
Yeah.
You can talk to me and you can read from my body language, my eyes, everything that we are good. And when you leave, we'll either have fixed it or would have like fucked it up.
Yeah,
right?
True.
But with your person, you're not going to, and these are the actions I want you to hear. You will not honor them enough. Fine, they could be doing some fucked up shit. But must you also do fucked up shit so that you can judge their fucked up shit?
True.
Yeah.
True.
So I feel like this thing for really first, I believe, and the married people, get out the comment section.
Yeah.
You are allowed to have passwords.
Yeah, you're allowed to have passwords.
To be in toxic situations, right? I feel privacy is there. Yes, there are people who will dishonor your privacy. Like the fact that I've trusted you. They will dishonor your trust. Whether you police them or not, they will do that. They're just not going to. They're disloyal people, right? But give me your trust. Yeah? Communicate with me. Hey, I felt some type of way about A, B, C, D, E. Yeah. And from my body language and the way I'm speaking, because we communicate, you're not just only suspecting me, you'll be able to know, right?
That's
if
true.
I'm not, and if you ask me once, you still feel that way. Twice, you still feel that way.
Yeah.
At this point, you need to make a decision.
Yeah.
At this point.
Yeah. And I feel like even when you get to a point where you trust someone, because I just thought about it, and my last relationship I did have his password and vice versa, but it wasn't at immediate, like, oh my God, you're the love of my life, I'm my girlfriend here. Yeah. Like I had to get to a point where I felt like, okay, this is my password, this is someone I trust.
Yeah.
So because I think he would even offer to give me the password, I'm like, no. Like I had to get to a point where I'm comfortable enough where I won't take the liberty to go through his phone.
Yeah.
Because I already know you, I already know how you move. I know when you tell me this is the truth. I know when you do this is the truth. So later, I got the password, but not for going through the phone. Once for, just pay for something, or and vice versa. Like take the phone, go, like if your phone is dead, you can, I can give you my password. But in the beginning, I used to refuse.
Yeah.
Like until I feel like I've gotten, because I know myself, I'll take the liberty. If I feel like I don't trust you, I'm going to take the liberty to go through your phone. But so he did an offer and I'm like, no passwords yet.
But isn't that the crazy thing? You don't trust this person, and because you don't trust them because they're doing some bullshit, I'm gonna do some bullshit.
Yeah.
And then you find out that there's nothing they're doing.
Right.
Will you confess that you went through their phone?
Not.
But if you go to that phone and you find something,
that's when you. Who is?
I think on that note we can end this episode here. I think we can definitely have a more conversation about being in our 30s because we haven't exhausted everything.
I know there's so much.
But Kerry has opened a Pandora because we had so much to. We'll do a part 2 another time.
Yeah.
Hit us up in the comment section. You
passcodes.
Would you share a passcode with your person? Me, I feel like that's just a system ya majambazi.
Yeah.
Munasomana tu ma message na mnajifanya hamsomi.
Imagine.